Got on some camo today. About to go do a job soon, so that's cool. Yeah, hang on, let me see. You can't really see camo. It's got Chucky on it. Hang on. I don't know if you can see it. Just waiting for people to join in so I can do a Q&A or talk about my collection if they have any questions. Hang on, I'll turn this off. Actually, no. Kind of like it like that. It's not really, it's kind of a waiting game to see when people join because, obviously I'm not that popular, so it's like, I just gotta wait for people. But yeah, I can definitely do like a Q&A if people ask me questions. I can answer them. Yes, I'll just go through all my shelves and name every single one of them. So I've got Albus Dumbledore from Harry Potter, Naruto with the Rasengan thing. I don't watch anime, but I just picked these two just because this one I thought was cool, but I kind of regret buying it. And this one from the same series, I'm not gonna pronounce that. Then I got SpongeBob with the Krusty Krab pizza, Anniversary Freddy, and then Blue Beetle, GameStop exclusive and glows in the dark. And then over here, I've got Mutant Mayhem Splinter from the Ninja Turtles. This is the 1990s. I think it's the second movie. Michelangelo with the hang on, let me grab them. The donuts. This one's one of my favorite pops that I have. And then it's the Donatello and Michelangelo chocolate thing. Oh, hello, whoever joined in. Hello. Then I got the Last Ronin. And then it's Darkly Art. I think this is from the Last Ronin. I don't know. I'm doing Q&A and just showing off my collection. So if you wanted to ask me questions about my collection, go ahead, and I'll be sure to answer them. And then this one I got 11 from Stranger Things. And then I got number 1, and then Vecno with the Creel House. And then I've got Chris Stapleton. Someone might be joining here in a second, so don't mind that. Anyways, then The Edge, and then Michael Jackson, and then over here got Muhammad Ali and Ted DeBias. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. What's up, Wyatt? Pennywise, Good Guy Chucky, Bride of Frankenstein, and the Wolfman. Oh yeah, and then 2017 Fall Convention Dwight. And then if you come over here, Carol Peltier, Walking Dead Supply Drop exclusive. And you got PS4 Spider-Man, the No Way Home trio of Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Girl, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I think it's a Blacklight. And then Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And then this one right here is Arisham from, I think that's how you pronounce it, from Eternals. And then I'll come over here. Since I just did all of those. I can go over them again if anybody wants to. I'm just doing Q&A right now, or just showing off my collection. Like if you have a question, just ask and I'll be sure to answer it. There's Stan Lee, Hulk, Iron Man when he's snapping his fingers, Captain America with Falcon, Carnage, Zombie Iron Man, Infinity Killmonger, Infinity Ultron, Namor, and Civil War Ant-Man. And then I'll start over here. Sentry, John Walker, Bucky Barnes, Red Guardian, Yelena, Captain America, Wolverine or Logan, Black Panther, Mobius, and Frost Giant Loki. And yeah, that's all of my Funko Pops. But then I'll go over to figures. I have Iron Spider, Spider-Man, Christopher Reeves, Superman, and David Cornsweet or Cornsweet, whatever his name is. I'm sorry, Superman. Then down here I got Pennywise. Then the Last Ronin of Michelangelo, and Merle Dixon, Daryl Dixon, and Rick Grimes. And then I got my Poppy's knives, and then I have Swamp Thing right now. And yeah, that's all of my stuff. And then this is a really, really bad place to put your accessories, but you know, do whatever. And then I got a signed Tom Paine Jesus poster. And then and then if you're a Walking Dead fan, you'll know what this is: a piece of the wall from Alexandria. And then the certificate that comes with it. And yeah, that's about it for my collection. But I mean, you know, just showing off all my stuff. And if anyone has any questions, hang on, I'll get this out too. So basically, this is Glenn's watch. This is a replica of it. This right here might not look like much, but basically, this is a train track like piece that they used to clamp down the tracks. From the episode with Carol, Tyrese, Lizzie, and Mika and Judith. Whenever they find the terminus sign, the train tracks, this is part of it. This is literally at the sign where terminus was. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then this is a replica of Daryl's knife. Hang on. It's not his main knife, but it's one of the knives that he uses. Yeah, it's a pretty cool knife. Yeah. Hang on, let me put it back in real quick. Can only do it with one hand. Or yeah. All right. And then over here, it's actually not, this isn't that cool, but I got an Abraham. I know he doesn't wear a green tank top, but I got an Abraham custom Lego, a Negan, and a Glenn, the lineup, the main people at the lineup. And then, that's about it of my collection. Yeah. And then obviously a Lucille right here. But yeah. Yep. That's about it. I don't have anybody watching right now, but it's fine though, because, hey, look, now someone else joined. Yeah, I guess we'll talk about this right now too. I guess unless whoever's watching has any questions. Like I said, this is a Q&A live stream or just showing off my collection. So if you have any questions, just ask me about my collection. Like, do I have this? Do I have this character? Do I have that? Or do I have this category? Do I have that category? And then, but yeah, this is basically an Eternals pop. I haven't ever watched the Eternals, so I don't really know who this character is. All I know is that he judges people based on their powers. That's what I heard. But yeah, and then yeah, it's about it. I mean, just like I said, if anybody has any questions, I noticed there are 5 people in now. If anybody has any questions, this is a Q&A live stream. Ask me a question, please. I'm dying out here. I'm got nothing else to talk about. I've already gone over all my stuff, and nice, bro. Oh, you're one of my top fans. It says, "What's up, bro?" Pin that since you're one of my top fans, apparently. You got any questions? CRLM710. Sorry if I butchered your name or if that's not how it's so if that's not how it's pronounced. Do you have any questions? Like, do I have this character? Do I have that character? Like, do I have a set or like, whatever? Just, please ask questions. Got nothing else to talk about. Or if you want me to go over my collection again, then I'll be glad to go over that and show you. All right. Well, if anyone, do I have Ronaldo? I don't have Ronaldo, but I can show you all of my real life people. Like obviously I have like movies and TV shows, but I can show you all my real life people and all my sports people. Okay, so here's some of the real life people. I have Chris Stapleton. I have Michael Jackson, and then The Edge. And then if you come down here, I know it's a bit loud, just don't mind it. I have Muhammad Ali, and then I have Million Dollar Man Ted DeBiase. And yeah, that's about it. Unless you count um, Anniversary Freddy, because that's their mascot, and that's technically in real life. So unless you count that as it, um, then yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you got any more questions, shoot them right over. Um, Ronaldo or Messi? Okay, so this is gonna sound a bit, because I don't want to offend you, but I think Ronaldo is great because he's better known. But I think Messi is better because technically he did win. But you could also argue that Ronaldo is better because even though Messi won, it could have just been Messi's team, and he could have been like it could have been Messi being carried by his team. One could argue that, and one could argue Ronaldo's team sucked, so that's why Ronaldo didn't win. It could go either way. But if I had to choose, I would probably say Messi. I'm sorry if that offends you, but just don't take that uh you know either way. But yeah, um I'm looking to get some more like real life people of Pops, because Funko Pops are so cool. It can go from SpongeBob to Sonic the Hedgehog to Snoop Dogg. Like it could be. That's what I'm saying. Ronaldo's team was yeah. I mean, one could argue that Ronaldo's better. One could argue that Messi's better. It just doesn't matter because it's your own opinion. It doesn't matter if it's it just doesn't matter. Like, it's not like it's gonna kill you if someone says, "Oh, Messi's better," or "Oh, Ronaldo's better." It doesn't matter. It's just an opinion. Um, but yeah, do you have any more questions about Pops or whatever? Like, do I have a certain TV show or do I have a certain movie? Yeah, I got this horror blanket. Um, it's got Freddy Krueger, Chucky, which I'm also wearing Chucky. He's on here somewhere. I don't know. It says "Good Guys" right there. But no, it will. What will? Oh, it will kill you. Oh, okay. Well, if it does, I'm sorry, but yeah. And then I got Pennywise, another Freddy Krueger. Um, I I've watched some horror movies, but I haven't watched every horror movie, so I don't really, I know all the characters. Well, most of them at least. But I don't. I mean, like I said, do you have any more questions about Pops? Like, do I have a TV show? Do I have a movie, or do I have a character from a movie? Um, I've got a wide variety. I most likely will have it, but if I don't, it's fine because I can go and order it, and I can. But yeah, I'm gonna do daily live streams every day at whatever. I'm not gonna have a specific time because who knows what I'll have to do then. I could have to go to the hospital then, or not. But I'm gonna live stream daily, no matter where I am, at least once a day. So, just turn on notifications if you're subscribed, and it'll notify you when I'm live. You can join in, pop in, ask a question, or just say what's up, and I'll pin your comment most likely. Yeah, I'm gonna do daily live streams, so that's gonna be a new thing. Since I make edits on the shorts page, like on my shorts feed, I make edits. Goodbye. See you later. Um, I make edits, and that edits kind of take time sometimes. Um, And so, I'm not gonna post consistently with edits, and so I'm gonna a daily live stream would be a good thing to start doing, so that way I can be consistent and I can keep growing. Yeah. Man, that one person that's watching right now, thank you for continuously watching. I don't know if that's you still, CRLM710. Well, they left, but it's all right. It's all right. At least we got nice edits. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. My favorite TV show is The Walking Dead. Which The Walking Dead pops are kind of hard to find because um they mainly they started in 2010. The show started then, but um it ended in I think 2022 or 2023. And so they don't really make pops anymore. And if they do, it's later seasons like this, not earlier seasons like this, or like season 7 or season 8. So I'm trying to get more Walking Dead pops, but they're just expensive, man. It's not that I can't afford it. It's just if I order all the Walking Dead pops ever made, it's gonna be a lot of money. It's probably gonna be a couple $100 because I mean, man, it's maybe even more. But yeah, I mean, yeah, just let me know if you have any questions, or I'm probably going to end the stream when it hits 20 minutes. It's 3 more minutes, unless more people start watching and, actually asking questions because, I run out of things to talk about. It's just, if anyone, like, this is a Q&A stream, I'm ready for people to, what's the most expensive one? Okay, so I'm going to do my guess of what's my favorite pop phone. All right, hang on. What's the most expensive one? I'm gonna do my personal guess, and then one that I'll look on the Funko Pop app and see which one it is. All right, so I think the most expensive one that I would have is probably gonna be this one, just because it's super big, and it's just. But hang on, let me look on the app real quick, and I'll see. All right, so if I go on here, I go to collection. All right. Okay, so my most expensive one, oh my god, it's kind of crazy. My most expensive one is this one, and he is worth $67 out of all of these. I think, I haven't scrolled through all of them, but I'm pretty sure this one is the most expensive because whenever I just popped on there, it said $67. So I'm sure there's probably a more expensive one in here, but if I go scrolling, it's going to take forever, and I want to pay attention to the stream. And I want to get to White's question. What is your favorite pop that you own? I have 5 favorites. I know that's not, I know favorite means one. I can't do that, man. It's just, I just can't. So my favorite one that I own, I'll go top 5. So my 5th favorite is probably going to be this Last Ronin one. I just love Ninja Turtles so much. Like whenever I was a kid, I had Ninja Turtle stuff all over the place. And this one is also a really good series. I don't know if you guys have read the books. It's a really good series. So that's number 5. And then number 4 is going to be over here in Marvel. It's going to be, here it is. Logan/Wolverine. This one right here is I just love Wolverine. It's a great pop. That's number 4 for me. And then number 3, I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to do this Michelangelo. I love these movies so much. Like I said, I love Ninja Turtles when I was a kid, and I still do. This is definitely number 3 for me. Number 2 is going to be this one. I know I just got it 2 days ago, but still, it's a great pop. You should really, if you don't have any pops, you should definitely get whatever you like. Like, I'm sure they have whatever character you're looking for is going to be, I'm sure they're going to have it. Because they have, it feels like they have every single person on the planet. They have, like, Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube, and, like, they have celebrities and TV shows and old 90s stuff. They have 8-bit Michelangelo. They have everything. So if you don't have a Funko Pop, I would recommend you look up whatever character you like, or whatever person you like, and just go out and get them. Like it's a great idea. It's a great idea for a collection. If you wanted to start your own, sometimes they're cheap, sometimes they're expensive. You just got to find what's right for you. Anyways, my number one favorite one is going to be this Walking Dead one. 2017 Fall Convention exclusive Dwight. This character was great in the show. He's from Walking Dead, and he's just a great pop to get. It was about $30, which was actually really good because Walking Dead pops, especially from like season 7, season 8, which is where he's from, they're really expensive. Like, because they're older. Anyways, which pop is the rarest one you have? I'm just going to answer this one because I don't know which one's the rarest. I'm going to say which one was hardest for me to find because, I don't know which one's the rarest. I'm sure there's a bunch of rare ones in my collection. I don't know, though. The app doesn't tell me. It just tells me, like, price, and that, that doesn't mean the rarest. But anyways, the rarest pop or the hardest one to find for me was probably going to be on this shelf, and I'd say this Michael Jackson. Hang on, I'll get him down. This one, from that one specific concert where he did the move where he spread his arms all the way out like this pose. This one, I was specifically looking for this one because I loved Michael Jackson so much at the time, and I still love Michael Jackson. Like, his music is great, and so it was definitely hard to find, and I just found him in Walmart, just sitting there. Anyways, is there one that I just really don't like too much? Yes, there's actually. Well, no, I'll say just this one. It's Naruto. I know this one is. I don't even know this character, and I know Naruto, but I still don't like this one because I don't watch anime. So, in that would also mean, if that was my reason, like, oh, I don't watch anime, then that would mean both of them. This one looks cool though. This one, I don't know who this character is. I don't know what it is. This one looks cool. It's not because of the sticker, but it just looks better than Naruto. Like, I know who Naruto is, and I know, like, he has probably several series, but I just don't care for anime. It's not. I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't like it that much. And people that do, I don't mean to offend you or nothing. It's not bad, but I just don't care for it. So, definitely this one because I just don't watch anime, and I don't really care that much for him. I kind of regret buying him because it's kind of irrelevant. Now, yes, I can say I have anime pops in my collection. Yes, that's really the only upside to it for me because I just don't watch anime. But yeah, I mean, and then some over here. These I love, but this one, what is what? Are you talking about these? Message retracted? What? Anyways, this one, I love the character, but this pop, as you can see, if I just pick it up, it falls straight apart. So I have to literally, hang on, I have to shove it back in, and it still falls out because there's a giant thing right here where the cardboard, oh no, it's right here, where the cardboard has been destroyed. So and I didn't even do that. It's just the oldest pop I have. I'm gonna answer this in two ways. I'm gonna say the first pop that I ever got, and then the oldest one that I think is the oldest. I'm gonna say this is my first pop that I ever got, and I'm glad I did because 2023 Summer Convention, and it's just a great character. This is the first pop that I have ever gotten out of all this collection, and then my second. I know this is a bit off topic, but this is my second one. Is where the Zombie Iron Man right there. That was my second one. That was when the What If series just came out, and that was both on the same day. But this one was just first. Anyways, and the oldest one I got is probably gonna be this, just because it was made when season 7 and season 8 came out, and I think that was around 2016, 2017. How long have I been collecting? Since like 2022. I'm pretty sure. I don't know the exact date or whatever, but I know it's been quite a while, because for me, I think time is the best to show how long you've been or how good of a collector you are, because if you just have one pop and you say you've been collecting for forever, that's fine. You've been collecting. You can say you've been looking for other pops. It's But I think why do I collect pops? Like I said, man, they're just really cool just to see all the different types of characters and people that you can actually like collect and stuff. Like, it's just so cool to see, like, oh, there's a Ninja Turtle, oh, there's Michael Jackson now, and then, oh, there's 11 or Millie Bobby Brown, or, oh, there's Iron Man over there. Like, it's just cool to see all the different types of people and series, like your favorite TV show. If you want to collect all of them, like I want to collect all the Walking Dead Funko Pops, that looks just like the actor. And the main thing about Pops, though, is that it's so simple, so simple. It's just literally an oval head with black eyes, literally the same for nearly every single character, black eyes. But if I were to look at the character, and see their facial expressions and what they have on or whatever in their hair, I would be able to tell who they are even if they weren't in the box. Like, if you took this guy out of their box and I looked at him, I'd be like, yeah, that's Dwight from The Walking Dead. Because it's so simple, but it's like, it's so cool to see how different they are, but the same. If I couldn't collect Pops anymore, what collection would I start? Figures. Figures are just as cool as Pops. Not because, I want to play with them or whatever. No. It's because, look at this. I mean, this is crazy or I'll do this as a better example. That's crazy how that looks just like the actor. And it's also cool just, to put on display. Because if I were to collect rocks, that's also cool. But it's not as cool as figures, in my opinion. Because it's like, figures you can do infinite amount of things with. Like, you can pose them however. You can make them like you can recreate a scene from the TV show or movie. Like, you can just have them in whatever pose you want, and it can look super cool. And like rocks, you can only just like put them in the things. And I'm not dissing on people who collect rocks, because that's also cool. My dad collected rocks, but it's just, I think figures would be an awesome thing to collect other than Pops. If you don't want to collect Pops, I would recommend figures, and I'd go for smaller scale ones like this, because I'm ordering a couple Hot Toys, like they're called Hot Toys, and they're like 1/6 scale figures. So they, from this glass, they stand like about right here, and they're really really accurate. Um, but if those are also really really expensive, those are like $300 to $200, depending on which ones you get. Sometimes they're even like $800. But if you just go for smaller scale figures like this, they can pose way better. They can, well, we'll see why. Have a good day. If you collect smaller scale figures like this, you can do way more with it, than just like a pop. Pops are definitely, in my opinion, better because they have way more categories and way more things you can like look for. But figures are also cool because you can pose them however. You can recreate a scene from that you can recreate that one scene, or you can just you can really do whatever with them. But yeah, so I mean, if I were to stop collecting Pops, I would probably start collecting figures more. But obviously, I'm more of a Pop guy. So, but yeah, I mean, if y'all have any more questions, feel free to ask. I mean, this is a Q&A, so just ask whatever. And I mean, like I said, I'm doing daily live streams. So if you want more of these live streams or more of just more content from this channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you're already subscribed, so that way it'll tell you when I'm live, so that way you can join in, pop in, say hi, ask some questions. I'm just going to do daily live streams constantly every day. So just yeah, well, I'm probably going to end the stream. Is there a Ronaldo pop? There is quite a few Ronaldo pops, because since he's been on several teams, they have all the different jerseys and all the different like I mean, you can look up on Safari or Google or whatever you use and say look up Ronaldo Funko Pop, and plenty of things will come up. They also have Messi, they have Neymar, like all the Mbappe, all the different like types of soccer players, football players, basketball players, baseball, swim. I mean, they have swimming and tennis players, I'm sure. Just look up whoever you want and just say Pennywise Funko Pop, and then I'm sure it'll show up on this one or several, there's several other ones, like there's different types of them. Or I mean, Funko is just, can you get a Funko Pop, Ronaldo Funko Pop, or can I? Because I can. Yeah, I mean, I can probably order one soon. I mean, if you really wanted me to, and I can put it in a special place for you, I'll put it. Where would you want me to put it? I can put it. Let's see here. Me, okay. Where would you want me to put it? Where would you want me to put it? I can put it on these clear glass shelves over here. Not over here because this one's Spider-Man, but I can put it over here near the random section, and then if I get more Ronaldo Pops, then it can be a Ronaldo section. I can put it somewhere on this shelf, or somewhere on this shelf, or I can put it up there, or down here, or I can put them down here with the sports on top of the big pop. Yeah, that's a good place too. Yeah, I mean, I can probably, I can definitely get a Ronaldo pop soon. And I mean, you're probably most likely not gonna find, like the exact person or, like character from whatever, like whatever character you want at Walmart. You're probably not just gonna walk in and see them. You most likely are gonna have to order them online. But at the same time, I have found so many of them, like this Michael Jackson. Like I said, this is the rarest one the hardest one that I have to found, or that I was trying to find, and I could not even, like, I could not find it nowhere. I couldn't order it online, and then look at that. I walked into Walmart and I just found them, and so that was pure luck, and it was the exact same one. So I mean, yes, you could walk into Walmart or Target or Hot Topic or whatever, and find a Ronaldo pop, but Ronaldo Real Madrid jersey. Okay, I'll look into it and I'll try to, I'll try to order it. But I mean, I'm glad. Thank you for staying on the stream and actually asking questions. Same for Wyatt. I'm just glad y'all are actually taking part of this. Like when I started up the stream, I figured maybe my friend Wyatt would join in and he would really be the only person. But then I got you in here, and I've also had several other people watching. Like it went up to 60 earlier, and it's just I may be small, like I may be a small creator, but it's fine as long as I got some people. You know. Anyways, I'm probably gonna end the stream if you guys are not gonna ask any more questions. Um, if you guys are, you know, so I'll see you guys later. Hope everyone who has watched today, even if you can't hear me or see me, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.